Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's me. I'm not even going to pretend that I have been on this platform for about literally 2 years now. If you haven't been living underneath a rock, we're currently all in quarantine because of this coronavirus. And what I was thinking to myself, what other better time to do, start my YouTube channel again when we're all bored out of our minds. Well, I'm not really bored out of my mind because I've got so much homework to do, which is kind of confusing, the fact that because Boris just decided to cancel all GCSEs, which I still haven't wrapped my head around. But anyway, I have been missing making YouTube videos. I have kind of went to the platform of TikTok, which I recently got 10k on. I can't believe 10,000 people followed me, but we're not going to get into that. Don't worry guys, we're not making bat soup today, we're making honeycomb. Honeycomb, why are you cooking that? I hear you ask, no one's asking. It's because it's the easiest thing to do. Well, I thought anyway. I just went through the ingredients, and there's a lot of turning off the heat, turning back on the heat, stirring it, and too much for my dumb blonde mind to handle. So let's get into it because I'm rambling. So let's get to it. So to make honeycomb, the ingredients you'll need is batter for greasing the pan. You preferably need a square pan, but I've got a circular one and it doesn't really matter what kind of size. 200 grams of caster sugar, 5 tablespoons of golden syrup, and 2 teaspoons of bicarbonate soda. So yeah. So first of all, you need to grease your tin. So butter your tin. You can use just square butter or
then eat it.
Then you need to mix 200 grams of caster sugar and 5 tablespoons of golden syrup in a deep saucepan and stir over a gentle heat until the sugar has melted. You don't want your sugar to turn black because that's the wrong kind of it. It will turn very bitter, so just on the verge of being black. Try not to let the mixture bubble until the sugar grains has disappeared. I've chose the Lyle's golden syrup. That's like toffee apple. I'm not a cook, I just want to say that disclaimer. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm just following my girl, Delia Smith. What it's like in New York City. You got to keep stirring until you can't see the grains of sugar anymore, until it's a very liquidy consistency. Once completely melted, you need to turn up the. Once completely melted, turn up the heat a little and simmer until you have an amber coloured caramel. That's what we have at the moment. It won't take long. Then as quickly as you can, turn off the heat, tip in 2 teaspoons of bicarbonate soda and then beat with a wooden spoon until all has disappeared and when the mixture is foaming. Make sure you keep on stirring. Now quickly, immediately pour it into your chosen tin. Make sure you scrape every single ounce of this honeycomb because you don't want to lose any. After that, you've scraped it into a tin, and be very careful as the mixture is very hot, and it did burn my finger just then. The mixture will continue bubbling in the tin. Simply leave it, and in about 1 hour to an hour and a half, the honeycomb will be hard and ready to crumble and snap into chunks. So I'm going to put this in the fridge and I'll come back to you in an hour or an hour and a half. I have no idea what I just did.
What, cooking wise? Oh.
I think I did it right.
It doesn't look very thick. Do you think it does need a smaller tin?
So then you take it out the fridge after an hour and a half, and then all you got to do is simply drop it and nothing will happen.
Shampoo. What are you going to do?
Then you got to want to... Then, after an hour or so, you take it out the fridge and remove it from your pan, like so. Then all you got to do is just drop it and it will go into pieces like that. You want to make sure your pieces are not too small. Make sure don't go on the floor. But as you can see, ours is quite thin and it's really nice consistency. Or you can just do it with your hands, or not, or do that. What happened when I didn't mix in the bicarbonate soda? So
no, you did. Didn't you say you did?
Well, I did mix it in, but not at the right temperature.
It wasn't dissolved enough.
It wasn't at the right temperature. So this is my 3rd time filming this now. That's why I'm such a mess, and my lipstick's like completely off, and also my battery ran out, which is the worst thing that could have happened. So yeah, it's kind of like a vlog now.